Hey, what's up, Twitch? I'm back for more NFL commentary. As today, I'm doing a rare 1 o'clock game as the Pittsburgh Steelers take on the Baltimore Ravens. That game on CBS. I normally will not do early action just because not a lot of people will get these games. And then I'm going to be left with people whining, where's the stream, where's the stream? Normally, I will not do this. But because the Sunday night and the Monday night game this week is just absolute garbage, and I figured this is probably the game of the week right here, I'm making an exception. So, Pittsburgh coming in 6-0. They put their perfect season on the line as they take on the 5-1 Baltimore Ravens. And for the Ravens, they would love nothing more than to give their arch rival their first loss of the season and also knock them off the top spot in the AFC North early on. This is one of 5 games that are airing early on CBS. Another one, Patriots and Bills. The Patriots have scored 12 or fewer points in 3 straight games, and they're 0-3 in all of them. This is a rare occurrence as the Patriots have lost 3 straight, their longest losing streak since 2002. Got a whole high school graduation class come and go since then. The Tennessee Titans look to bounce back from their first loss of the season. They had the Cincinnati Bengals 133.7 yards rushing yards. Rushing yards allowed per game this season. And facing Derrick Henry, that's not what the Bengals want. Colts Lions. Lions lost 6 straight home games. Longest active streak in the NFL. They take on the Colts. The Jets and Chiefs. Chiefs allowed 20 points or fewer in 6 of last 7 games. The one that they did not allow 20 or fewer points, they lost to the Raiders. And they take on the Jets, who are 0-7. And of course, this game's going on Fox. The Raiders take on the Browns. Las Vegas have allowed 30-plus points in 5 of the 6 games this season. Vikings-Packers. And the Packers have won 3 straight games versus the Vikings. Swept them last year and won opening day as they look for their second straight sweep of their rival. And then the Rams and Dolphins in the debut of Tua Tagovailoa. Yeah, nobody's going to get that last name right. So the debut of Tua. Let's just go with that. So now to the tales of the tape for the Steelers and the Ravens. As you all know, first place in the AFC North at stake around the midway point of the season. And for Baltimore, a stretch of 5-game stretch in which they play 4 teams that currently own a winning record. So they have 2 rounds with the Steelers, this one and Thanksgiving night. Then they get the Colts next week in Indianapolis. They have never won in Indy in the 25 seasons they've been around. After a Sunday night game against New England, and why it's still a Sunday night game, I don't know. Then they got to host Tennessee in a rematch of the divisional round. So it's a 5-game stretch for the Ravens. That's going to really show what they're made of. Steelers, meanwhile, in between meetings with the Ravens, they get the Cowboys next week, the Bengals the week after, and then the Jaguars. So they'll have pretty easy going. So should the Ravens pull the upset today, they got a perfect schedule to take their frustration out on and wait for the next meeting in Pittsburgh on Thanksgiving night. So, the Ravens, when fully rested under John Harbaugh, they are 10-2 following the bye week. They've won their last 4 games post-bye week. And what was supposed to be today, but because of the Steelers-Titans, Titans getting COVID back in October, they had to push the Steelers-Titans matchup to last week and move the matchup today between the Steelers and the Ravens. Off his beat, Juju Smith-Schuster has fewer than 100 receiving yards in 11 consecutive games, longest streak of his career. All he does is win. Lamar Jackson has a 24-4 career record as a starter. His .857 winning percentage is the highest in the NFL since 1950 with a minimum of 20 starts. And just to add insult to injury, he is 24-1 against teams not led by Patrick Mahomes. So that's going to be something the Steelers are going to have to keep tabs on. Putting up points. Steelers have scored 26 more points in each game this season. 26 plus points in 3 of 14 games without Roethlisberger last year. So it'll be interesting to see how the Ravens defense will respond to that. And consistently scoring, the Ravens have scored 20 plus points in 29 consecutive regular season games, the second longest streak in NFL history. And here's going to be another determining factor is double-digit leads. Since these two last met in 2018, the last meeting in 2018, the Ravens have not blown a double-digit lead, nor have they rallied from a double-digit deficit under Lamar Jackson. So that's going to be the key to this game, is whoever gets up by double digits are likely going to hold on and win this game. Ravens, though, came close to blowing it last week. They had a 30-14 lead in the fourth, and the Eagles rallied to try and tie it up, but they fell short on a 2-point conversion, and the Ravens were able to hold on 30-28. So the last time the Ravens blown a double-digit lead, that was when Joe Flacco was starting in 2018 against the Saints. The game best remembered for Justin Tucker's missed extra point that could have sent the game to overtime. The last time the Ravens rallied from a double-digit deficit, you got to go back to 2016, week 2 against the Browns, where they erased a 20-0 deficit against Cleveland to win 25-20. I think that pretty much set the tone for the Browns going 1-50. In fact, losing 29 of their next 30 games. Steelers, though, their magic number is 11. So when they hold an 11-point lead since Bill Cowher took over in 1992 and carried on to when Mike Tomlin was coaching, only 4 times have the Steelers lost when leading by more than 11 points. 2001 against Cincinnati late in the season, they had a 14-point lead. They ended up losing that game in overtime. That was the only time under Cowher. Then again to the Bengals, where they had a 13-point lead in 2009, only to lose by 3. The Ravens rallied from 13 down against the Steelers in 2015 to win in overtime. That was the Ravens' first win in 2015. And the last time they'd blown a lead greater than 11 was 2018, when they had a 16-point lead against the Los Angeles Chargers, ended up losing that game by 3, and what may have been the difference maker in making the playoffs between the Steelers and the Ravens. I think, of course, one can argue that the Broncos and Raiders lost, which was before and after that Charger game, also had a hand in it, but blown a 16-point lead, and I think they would have been 10-5-1. They would have sent the Ravens to the wild card. I don't know if they would have had the tiebreaker on the Colts or not, but that ended up being a huge difference maker. So that's going to be the key, is who can get the double-digit lead. And for all we know, in this game, in this rivalry, we may not see someone get to double digits. It could be a dogfight to the bitter end. So last year, the Steelers did not reach their 6th win of the season till around Thanksgiving, when they defeated the Cincinnati Bengals. And let me see, I think it was week 12. That was following a Thursday night loss, the game best remembered for Myles Garrett deciding to take Mason Rudolph's helmet and knocking him on the head, and how he was not charged with assault. Even if it was on the football field, that should have ended in a criminal charge, but we're not going to talk about that. That's a story for another day. Ravens last year had their 5th win right around this time. Start off the year 2-2. Yeah, they got their 5th win actually a couple weeks prior. October 20th in an upset win over Seattle. So right around where they were this time last year, 5-1 going into a big game against an undefeated team. Well, they were actually 5-2, my mistake. Going into a critical game against an unbeaten team. So, the last 10 meetings in Baltimore for Pittsburgh, they are only 4-6. However, they had won in 2017 and 2018. They've won 2 of the last 3 meetings. So they won in 2010 on that Sunday night game, best remembered for Troy Polamalu forcing a late fumble on Joe Flacco that led to the Steelers winning touchdown. 2012, the first time the Steelers beat the Ravens without Ben Roethlisberger since 2004, since he came into the league. That foiled the Ravens' opportunity to potentially clinch the AFC North that week. That was December 2nd, 2012. October 1st, 2017, week 4, 2017, in a decision that a lot will be wondering why it was made. The Ravens declined to have the bye week after their London game. So they played the Steelers, and for the Steelers, it was good timing because they came off that loss to the Bears. They ended up going into Baltimore, smacking them around 26-9. That was their first win in Baltimore since 2012. And in 2018, the last game before the Lamar Jackson era officially began in Baltimore, Steelers won 20-13. So, Steelers seeking their 3rd win in Baltimore in the last 4 years. Ravens looking to get their 7th win in the last 10 meetings. Roethlisberger in his career. I'm trying to think. Career 4-6 all-time in Baltimore. Made his NFL debut in Baltimore when he came in relief for Tommy Maddox, who got injured in the 2004 game. Tried to give the Steelers some life, but the Ravens got up too much too early, and the Steelers weren't able to overcome it. Think about that. Roethlisberger went on to win his next 15 games, which included finishing the regular season 15-1 and escaping the divisional round in January 2005. So, a little over 15 minutes to kick off. So let's see if we can get some news around the league. So I guess we'll go over inactive reports for today's game in New England. In Buffalo for the Patriots and Bills. The Patriots, these players are inactive. Defensive lineman Carl Davis, receiver N'Keal Harry, tight end Devin Asasi, free safety Kyle Duggar, corner Stephon Gilmore, quarterback Brian Hoyer, and tight end Dalton Keene. For the Bills, quarterback Jake Fromm, running back TJ Yeldon, tackle Cody Ford, corner Josh Norman, free safety Micah Hyde, defensive tackle Vernon Butler, and defensive end AJ Espinoza inactive for today's game. I wonder if Josh Norman's pride is still hurting from when Derrick Henry sent him into the next state. In this game upcoming, the Steelers and Ravens, inactive players for the Steelers, quarterback Josh Dobbs, defensive back Mike Hilton, Former Towson Tiger and classmate Jordan Dangerfield. Linebacker Ulysses Gilbert III, Dangerfield, by the way, a safety. Defensive tackle Carlos Davis, tackle Derwin Gray, and tight end Zach Gentry inactive for today's game. Real shame. I wish the Steelers would play Dangerfield. For the Ravens, inactives. Quarterback Trace McSorley. What I bet he's still crying about when Penn State lost to Ohio State last night. Go Buckeyes! Excuse me. Running back Mark Ingram. Defensive end Jihad Ward. Offensive lineman Tristan Colin Castillo. Offensive lineman Ben Bredesen. Defensive tackle Justin Ellis and defensive tackle Broderick Washington inactive for this game. The Rams Dolphins. For the Rams, running back Raymond Calais, offensive lineman Brian Allen, wide receiver Tristan Jackson, tight end Bryson Hopkins, and defensive lineman Sean Robinson inactive for the Rams. Inactive for the Dolphins. Running back / wide receiver Lynn Bowden Jr., running back Salvin Ahmed, fullback Chandler Cox, cornerback Jamal Perry, running back Jordan Howard, and defensive end Jason Strobridge. For the Jets and Chiefs, inactive for the Jets, quarterback James Morgan, kicker Sam Ficken, receiver Brashad Perryman, linebacker Blake Cashman, offensive lineman Jimmy Murray. Sorry, wrong team. Jimmy Ward. Offensive lineman Cameron Clark and wide receiver Jamison Crowder. For the Chiefs, inactive, wide receiver Sammy Watkins, running back DeAndre Washington, linebacker Darius Harris, defensive end DeMond Harris, offensive tackle Mitchell Schwartz, tight end Ricky Seals-Jones, and defensive tackle Kalen Saunders. In the Vikings-Packers games, the Vikings inactives, wide receiver Tajay Sharp, corner Chris Jones, corner Holden Hill, safety Curtis Riley, defensive end Jordan Brailford, tackle Olasimeka Odo. I probably butchered that name. And wide receiver Dan Chisena. For the Packers, inactive, first round draft pick Jordan Love, quarterback. Cornerback Kevin King, safety Raven Green, running back Aaron Jones, linebacker Randy Ramsey, tackle David Bakhtiari, and defensive lineman Billy Wynn. In the Colts Lions, the inactives. For the Colts, defensive end Rondell Carter, quarterback Jacob Eason, receiver Desmond Patman, cornerback Tremon Smith, tight end Noah Togiai. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. For the Lions, quarterback David Blow, cornerback Desmond Trufant, cornerback Mike Ford, offensive lineman Logan Stenberg, and receiver Quintez Cephas. The Raiders-Browns, Raiders inactive, quarterback Marcus Mariota, wide receiver Rico Gafford, safety Dallin Levitt, offensive tackle Trent Brown, wide receiver Brian Edwards, and defensive end Arden Key inactive for the Raiders. For the Browns, safety Javante Mofat, linebacker Jacob Phillips, offensive guard Wyatt Teller, tight end Austin Hooper, and defensive end Joe Jackson. And last, and possibly certainly least, the Titans-Bengals. For the Titans, another former Towson Tiger, and I believe a classmate, cornerback Ty Smith, defensive back Dane Cruikshank, center Daniel Munyer, linebacker Derek Roberson, offensive tackle Isaiah Wilson, tight end Jeff Swaim, and defensive lineman Matt Dickerson. For the Bengals, wide receiver John Ross, running back Joe Mixon, offensive guard Michael Jordan. No, not that Michael Jordan, another Michael Jordan. That's Jordon. Offensive tackle Bobby Hart. Center Trey Hopkins. Offensive tackle Jonah Williams. And kicker Austin Siebert. So those are your inactives for the 1 o'clock game. It's 10 minutes to kick off. Yep. And why am I not surprised to see my resident Pittsburgh sport fan King Savage on this? Yep. Less than 10 minutes to kick off. And just in time because my laptop just got done getting fully charged. I guess I got a little bit more time to kill. The weather in Baltimore today, so I think it's supposed to be raining. So it's supposed to be raining to start the game. Let me get the. So yeah, rain to start, light rain to be exact, and then it should just be windy and in the 50s. So not too bad. So head to head, all time Steelers 25-23. Steelers with 964 points, Ravens 957. So I think the Ravens really started taking control of this rivalry after the Steelers' AFC Championship season 10 years ago. The Ravens have had 3 sweeps of the Steelers, 2011, 2015, 2019, and I don't know how the Ravens managed to pull off the sweep in 2015. That team was just, yeah, no comment. Steelers in that time have only recorded series sweeps in 2017. That, of course, the last time they won the AFC North. So, let me calculate that up. So the Ravens 12-7 in the 20, or since the 2010, the start of the 2011 season. 12-7 against the Steelers. And this was after the Steelers had a 21-11 series. So hold on a second. I don't know. Graphic said 25-23. Going off memory here. So from 96 to 2010, the first 15 seasons of this rivalry, the Steelers were 21-12. Yeah, 21-12 also the name of a Rush album. Don't know too much about that. So since 2011, Ravens have been 12-7. So I guess overall, Steelers now only lead the series 28-24. So a far cry from the dominance they had going into the 2011 season. So for the Pittsburgh Steelers, they got to beat the blitz. From the Baltimore Ravens, they got to create big plays. And looks like the Ravens actually have fans in the crowd. So I think this is the first time this season they have allowed fans, and that's if I'm was looking at it correctly. Less than 5 minutes from kickoff. Look that up. Okay, so the Ravens allowed to have 4,300 fans at the game on Sunday against. So this would be the first time they've allowed fans at the stadium this year. I guess it's what better time to do that than a rivalry game like this? So, all right. The NFL CBS intro coming up. Lamar Jackson and Baltimore take on Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger in Pittsburgh. Of course, you already knew that if you're watching this. Kickoff coming up next after this word from Domino's. Cheeseburger pizza and chicken taco pizza. Interesting. CBS welcomes you to the following presentation of the NFL. Oh, excuse me, the National Football League. That's what they always say. Home of Super Bowl 55. Well, hard to believe we're at 55. It felt like yesterday the first Super Bowl I watched was Super Bowl 30. It's the first one I remember watching. We're already now at 55. Ravens rocking the purple jerseys and the white pants. The Steelers white jerseys and yellow pants. As Des Bryant was signed to the practice squad of the Ravens earlier this week. Should he get on the field, it'd be the first time he'd play in the NFL in 3 years. So it looks like the Ravens will get the ball first as Chris Boswell will be set to kick it off. And we're underway in Baltimore. And it will be a touchback to start the game, so we get our first look at Lamar Jackson. Only 2 losses at home in his career. Last year to the Browns early on in the season. And then the Monday night game back in September against the Chiefs. So the Ravens will come out 1st and 10 at the 25. Jackson in the shotgun. Sending a man in motion. Handoff up to the 28-yard line. That's number 35 of the Ravens. Let me get this roster up. .35, that's Gus Edwards. Got a gain of 4, so it'll be 2nd and 6. Jackson again in the shotgun. Quick pass caught. No, it's dropped. Trying for DuVernay, the rookie, but he could not haul it in. Devin DuVernay, who had the kickoff return for a touchdown in the Monday night game, the last game I called with the Ravens. 3rd down and 6. Jackson drops. Fires, passes, intercepted! And see you later! Touchdown Steelers! Number 41. That is... Oh my God. I did not get the name. 41. That is Robert Spillane with the pick 6, and the Steelers draw first blood. On a big game like this, that certainly is a good way to get the momentum going. As Boswell for the kick after, it is good. Still underway in Baltimore, 14:06 to go in the first quarter. It is Steelers 7, Ravens nothing. And that is the first ever pick six Lamar Jackson has thrown in his career. And I think that was just a good read by Spillane. Picked it off, and he just took it to the house. And T.J. Watt laid a licking on Lamar Jackson after the hit, or after the pass, excuse me. So Boswell would be set to kick it off again. And once again, they're going to let go for a touchback. As Lamar Jackson comes right back out onto the field. Let's see how the Ravens respond after the interception. After the pick six, I should say. So Jackson lines up in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Play action. Fires. Pass is caught. Number 80 of the Ravens. That is Miles Boykin on the catch, and they will have a first down. So Jackson coming out throwing, showing he's not going to be scared of throwing passes after throwing a pick six. So that went for 14 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 39. Edwards with it. Gets it up to the 43-yard line, gets a gain of 4 on the play. We'll set up 2nd and 6. So Jackson in his shotgun. Hand off to Edwards, and he is met up almost immediately. Number 91 of the Steelers. That is Stephon Tuitt. We'll stop him in the backfield. Oh, basically untouched. Looks like they lost maybe a yard or two. And T.J. Watt once again bringing Jackson to the ground. That could have been roughing the passer. 3rd and 7. Jackson drops back. Under pressure, gets away. Rolling to his right. But looking, and in the end will only get a yard. And the Steelers force the Ravens to punt again. He was able to escape from the pressure. A late flag comes in. And let's see what the call is. Ravens offense staying on the field, so it looks like it'll be on the Steelers. Let's take a look. It would be on Cameron Hayward. And yes, an unnecessary roughness penalty will keep the drive alive for the Ravens. And would I have expected anything less if we had... Oh, no, it wasn't on Hayward. It was on Minka Fitzpatrick. So 15 yards. So that would make it 1st and 10. Inside Raven territory, or excuse me, Steeler territory. So Jackson in the shotgun as the Ravens were given new life. Handoff. This is Dobbins. Powers it inside the 40 to about the 38. And King Savage Brown not liking that personal foul call, saying it's BS. Regardless, it'll be 2nd and 6 from the 38. And let's see if the Ravens can try to capitalize on it. Jackson again in the shotgun. Play action. Jackson fires it. It's off the hands of number 42 of the Ravens. That is fullback Patrick Ricard. Well, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Looks like it was a false start or a legal motion. Illegal formation, so that will knock him back 10 yards. Oh, excuse me, only 5 yards, so that would be to the 43. As we hit the 11-minute mark, Jackson drops back. Rolls to his left, scramble left, fires, passes caught to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, inside the 10 to about the 7. That's Willie Snead. And the Ravens now inside the red zone, inside the goal line. Makes the catch, was slipping away. Robert Spillane saves the touchdown. Oh, it's the 9-yard line, not the 7. The guy who made the pick 6 saving a touchdown for the moment. A 34-yard gain. Jackson in the shotgun on 1st and goal. And he's going to keep it himself. Gets about 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7. Or 2nd and goal coming up from the 7. As we just eclipsed the 10-minute mark here in the opening quarter. This drive, Ravens 5 rushes, 2 passes, totaling up 69 yards. So it's actually to the 6. And goal from the 6. Jackson rolling to his left. Looking. Now he keeps it. And he gets knocked down. Looks like he ran into somebody. I don't know if that was his own man or not. Looking. Let's see. Yeah, his own lineman knocked him down. If Phillips, he ran into while he was scrambling, so that ends up just being a gain of 1, if anything. Ravens have not converted on 3rd down yet. 0 for 2, but got a penalty that kept the drive alive. 3rd and goal. Jackson in the shotgun. Drops. Looking. Fires. Pass is caught. Touchdown, Ravens! Miles Boykin on the catch, and the Ravens answer back. The pressure was coming in, and Boykin able to get enough separation on number 98 of the Steelers, Vince Williams, for the touchdowns. The point after. Up and in. 8:44 to go in the opening quarter. The Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own as they now tied at 7. The drive kept alive with a personal foul penalty on Mika Fitzpatrick, and the Ravens were able to take advantage of it. Check out what's going on in Fox. I think in Baltimore we got Las Vegas and Cleveland. And nothing going there. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Let's see if anything upcoming on the scoreboard. So in Cincinnati, the Bengals leading 3-0. That with 8:27 to go in the first. In the first quarter in Green Bay, Packers leading 7-0 on a Devontae Adams 5-yard touchdown reception that started the game off. Kansas City Chiefs leading 7-0. That with just under 7 minutes to go in the opening quarter. And in Miami is 7-0 Rams as Tua fumbled on the opening drive for Miami, so welcome to the NFL. The Ravens touchdown drive, 9 plays, 65 yards in 5 minutes and 22 seconds to even the game. After Lamar Jackson threw a pick 6, he answered back with a touchdown pass. So showing he's not going to be rattled early. 15 consecutive games with a touchdown pass, second longest behind Patrick Mahomes. As Tucker will kick it off. And looking returnable for the Steelers as they'll take it out to the 10, 15, 20, 25, and up to around the 28-yard line. Number 14 for the Steelers on the return. That is Ray McLeod. And a flag comes in. And Roethlisberger will take the field for the first time today. Oh, and it's illegal blocking it back, so it will be pushed back. So it's at the 14. That's where the Steelers will take it. Oh, excuse me, the 13-yard line. Okay, the 16-yard line. They look like they misspotted the ball. Roethlisberger in the shotgun. Some players in motion. Handoff. This is James Conner to the left side. And he will lose a yard, forced out of bounds by the Raven defense. So Roethlisberger again in the shotgun. Roethlisberger drops, fires, pass is dropped! Number 85, that's, I think, Eric Ebron, the one who drops it. Ebron, tight end, yep. No excuse for that one. That one should have been caught by Ebron. It was a little low, but you were able to get your hands on it. You got to make that catch. Steelers third in the NFL third down conversion percentage with 51.1, and they face a 3rd and 11. Roethlisberger in the shotgun, drops, looking, fires, pass is going to be overthrown. A late flag comes in. And Marcus Peters shrugging his shoulders. It's going to probably be on him. He was trying. And yes, it is going to be pass interference on the Ravens. So after the Ravens offensive drive kept alive by a 3rd down penalty, the Steelers will be able to keep their drive alive as, Peters tugging the jersey of Washington, of James Washington. So it will be 1st and 10 at the 30 following the penalty. Roethlisberger fires, passes caught, and a line ball fumble on the Ravens. No, it looked like the Steelers getting out. They're going to pile it up. Ravens looked like they had it first, and the Steelers appeared to have gotten it back. And now a pile up. And it is Ravens ball. So the fumble, it was at first caught by Chase Claypool. Ooh, let's see. Yeah, that's a fumble. I think that's going to stand. So the Ravens will get it in Steeler territory. So both sides have made a turnover so far. And the Ravens will get it at the Steeler 43. So Chase Claypool, who's had a big season so far this year, making the catch, getting a 1st down, but then fumbled it. It was forced by Peters and recovered by Peters. So he manages to atone for the pass interference penalty that will allow the Steelers to keep the drive alive, at least for that play. As we're near the midway mark of the 1st quarter. So the Ravens have it at the 43 following the fumble. And there's 7:50 to go in the first quarter. Oh, it's at the 44, not 43. Jackson in the shotgun. Hand off to Edwards. Gets across around the 40-yard line, just inside it. So it'll be 2nd and 6 upcoming. So the Ravens have run 13 offensive plays. Steelers just 3. Steelers only have 10 yards. Ravens 73. Both sides with the turnover. Edwards with the call. Gets it across the 40 to around the 38, maybe the 37, which will set up 3rd down. And looks like a guy struggling to get up as number 74 of the Ravens. That is Tyree Phillips. Guy bumped into Jackson on 2nd and goal in the previous drive that knocked him down. So step away for a moment. Let's go around this league. In Buffalo, the Bills take the lead first. They go up 7-0 on a Moss touchdown carry from 8 yards. Lions lead 7-0. Marvin Jones gets his first receiving touchdown since week 2 from 25 yards. Vikings able to answer back. They tied at 7 late in the first quarter. Jets able to get a field goal to cut the lead. Chiefs lead to 7-3 with 2:44 to go in the first. Set up 3rd and 3. So on 3rd down so far today for the Ravens. First time around, pick 6 by Robert Spillane. Second time around, Steelers stopped them, but personal foul penalty kept the drive alive. And the 3rd time around, a touchdown pass. What will happen here? Handoff. This is Dobbins. Gets the first down a little more. 25, 20, 15, down to the 10. JK all day. And that will be a first down right at the 10, it looks like. So 27, it would be a 28-yard run to the 9. So that will be 1st and goal. A great job staying on his feet and able to keep going for more yardage. Dobbins today, 2 carries, 32 yards. And this Jackson will keep it. And doesn't look like he got anywhere. Second and goal, Jackson in shotgun. Play action. Looking under pressure. And he lost it! That's a live ball! Who has it? Looked like the Steelers fell on it. And they're saying they had it. And they do! So the Steeler defense coming up big in the goal line. Number 48 of the Steelers knocked it out of Jackson's hands. 48, that is Bud Dupree who knocked it out. I didn't see who recovered it. I gotta wait and see. So the Steelers coming up big on defense. And Vince Williams was the one who came up with it at the 4. So after the Ravens forced a fumble on the Steelers, the Steelers will say, right back at you. So the Steelers will come out with it from their own 4-yard line following the fumble. Both teams combined for 3 giveaways and 6 first downs. And this is Connor. And didn't look like he got anywhere. Well, they're give him a yard, it looks like. And Bud Dupree doing a good job swatting the ball out of Jackson's hand. Yeah, he swatted the ball, not his arm. So, it's great awareness there. So, Roethlisberger in the shotgun. Handoff. This is Connor getting close to the first down, and they are going to give it to him. Or maybe not. Yes, they are. Handoff. Able to find the opening. As we're approaching the 4-minute mark in the opening quarter. Roethlisberger in the shotgun. 3 on the play clock. And they got it off. Roethlisberger, the heave! Not a chance. Trying for Claypool. But put a little too much on it. Roethlisberger today just 1 of 3 for 10 yards. Drops, looking, fires, caught by Connor, but he's going to be dropped for a loss. And that was, I can't see the name, Jimmy Smith on the tackle. So that will set up 3rd down. I think 11 as he lost some yards on the play. Great catch, but an even better play by Jimmy Smith. Get in there. Now they're going to say he didn't get anything, so it'll be 3rd and 10. Roethlisberger in the shotgun. And able to get it off, hand off to Connor, and he will be short. So the Raven defense able to answer after the turnover. And that'll be 4th and 7. And they're going to send out the punter for the Steelers is Jordan Berry. And awaiting the return for the Ravens is James Proche. And the punt. Return. And it would look like it will go out at the 48 of the Ravens. And that's where they will start. Or maybe further back. Ravens are contesting the ball. Went out at their 48. And I will be right back. So, yes, it is going to be out at the Raven 48. That's where Baltimore will start back up. The first 3 possessions for the Ravens. First one was the pick 6 by Robert Spillane. The second possession, touchdown, Jackson to Boykin. And then the third was the fumble. So the last drive was the fumble. And the Ravens will start at the 48. Jackson. Moving into the shotgun. Handoff. This is Gus Edwards. Edwards to the 50 in the Steeler territory at the 46. That would be a gain of 6 on the play. 2nd and 4. Play action. Jackson looking now, starts to take off with it, gets away from some Steelers, and he will get the first down right up to the 41. Right up the middle, then to his right, got to the sideline. He kind of just like stopped right at the 42. It just takes a few steps, and then decides, I'm just going to step out. It's just so casual. All right, 1st and 10 at the Steeler 41. Jackson drops, looking, and now he's under pressure. He goes down. I think they're going to rule he was in the grasp before he threw it off. And now Raven is down. That is Ronnie Stanley. I didn't even see who got the sack. It ended up being a loss of 8 on the play. As there is 44 seconds to go in the first quarter. He was sacked by Stephon Tuitt. And knocked him back to the Steeler 49. Let's see what happened. I didn't quite catch what happened. All right, maybe this might give us a better idea. Oh, it looked like T.J. Watt rolled into Stanley from behind. And just a misfortunate scenario for Ronnie Stanley. As Watt, trying to go in for the play, ends up rolling him. I guess I'll see what else is going on while they're at commercial break. The Browns lead it 3-0 over the Raiders. I guess while we're at commercial, I'll look at some other scores going on around the league. Changing. Colts trim the lead to 7-6 on the Lions. That game in the second quarter. Chiefs now up 14-6 on the Jets. That game in the second quarter. And it's tied after 1 in Miami at 7. And looks like they're going to cart Stanley off the field. His teammates telling him get well soon. And again, standing ovation as he's being carted off and hoping for a speedy recovery. As meanwhile, it'll be 2nd and 18 for the Steelers, 49 for the Ravens. As Jackson will be in the shotgun. He has been sacked 8 times in 2 games against the Steelers, 3 today. And he drops. Looking, fires, pass incomplete off the hands of Nick Boyle. And that will set up 3rd and 18. Like he was just off his mark. Oh, so the Colts tied it at 7. A Nyheim Hines touchdown reception. So 3rd and 18 for the Ravens. 5 on the play clock. Jackson drops, looking. Under pressure, hit as he throws. Is caught by Andrews, but he's not going to be anywhere close to the first down. So the Steeler defense will force a punt, and this will take us to the end of the first quarter. The end result of that last play, 3-yard completion. And that is the end of the first quarter. Ravens Steelers tied at 7. TJ Watt came in on the pressure on Jackson. He was barely able to get that off for a touchdown. Touchdown, yeah, right. 3-yard. All right, stats through the first quarter. Ravens leading in total yards, 107-23. Passing yards, Ravens lead 45-10. Rushing yards, 62-13 in favor of the Ravens. Yards per play, Ravens 5.1. Steelers 2.9. Both sides, though, lost the fumble, and the Ravens threw that pick 6. Started the game. Ravens 50% on 3rd down. Steelers have yet to convert. Now 40%. Guess that last stat just came in. Ravens leading time of possession, 10:58-4:02. Even on penalties. But key stat, the Steelers have gotten to Jackson 3 times. Including a forced fumble by Bud Dupree. That's reason why we're still tied at 7th. The Ravens were driving. The pick 6 by Robert Spillane. The only points for the Steelers. For the Ravens, a Jackson to Boykin touchdown pass, tied at 7. Ravens have not gotten to Roethlisberger yet. Although he's only attempted 4 passes. So it'll be 4th and 15. They're going to send out Sam Cook to punt it. And it looks like he's going to the sideline. McLeod will return it. Get a few more yards. So at least able to get it outside the 10-yard line. 25th regular season meeting between Harbaugh and Tomlin, most since the merger. And Hallis, Lambeau, Steve Owen, the Giants, only ones who have met more. Steelers will start. It will officially say the 15. Hand off to Connor. Connor getting up to the 18-yard line for a gain of 3. They're going to call it 2nd and 6. 19. So Connor, 5 carries, 17 yards so far today. Second and 6. Roethlisberger fires, passes, caught, and getting the first down is Eric Ebron to around the 21-yard line, or make that the 26-yard line. And update Rams Dolphins. Tua's first touchdown pass. It ties it up at 7. Dolphins 11-2 all time against the Rams. Interesting. Roethlisberger, snap, fires, passes, caught. That's Claypool up to the 32-yard line, so he'll get 6 on the play. Make that 7. Might have gotten up to the 33. Claypool had -2 yards last week. So far today, 17. Roethlisberger 4 of 6 for 24 yards. And he drops back, looking, fires, pass is dropped. He was trying for number 38 of the Steelers. That is Jalen Samuels. Let's see if he dropped or it got knocked out of his hand. No, that was a straight up drop by him. Third down and 3 upcoming for the Steelers. Roethlisberger in the shotgun. Drops, looks, fires, pass overthrown. And the Ravens defense comes up with the stop, and they're going to force the Steelers to punt. Looked like he threw it before James Washington was ready for it. Yeah, maybe just a split second too soon, as Barry will punt it to Proch. And gets the punt off. And fair catch. Looks like the 20-yard line, maybe a little past it. 12:42 to go in the second. Still tied at 7. So, yes, it will be the 20-yard line. Starting to get a little scratchy. Let's check what's going on. The Raiders and Browns. Well, never mind, we don't have time. Back in Baltimore. 12:42 to play in the first half. Jackson is shotgun on 1st and 10. Hand off to Edwards. Gets it up to the 25. Gets it up to the 30, 35, 40. Up to the 45-yard line. Maybe the 46. And that's a first down for the Ravens. Gus Edwards. Went right side. Cut it back to the middle. Joe Hayden saved the touchdown. Potential touchdown, I should say. So it's actually the 45, so it was a 25-yard play. And they go right back to Edwards. Gets it right up the midfield and a little bit past it. Gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to take Edwards out for a play, try to give him a little bit of a breather. Today, 51 yards carrying. Ravens have ran 14 plays in Steeler territory. Steelers yet to run one, as this is Dobbins getting up to the 37-yard line of the Steelers. That's going to be enough for a first down. The Ravens utilizing that ground game. Tackle made by Spillane, but not before he gets into a little bit deeper into Steeler territory. Ravens with 105 yards on the ground, and that's where they go back to, and it's Dobbins. Gets about 3 on the play. We'll set up 2nd and 7. Greg Roman, Raven offensive coordinator. Ravens 27th ranked in the league in offense, but leading in rushing. Handoff. No, keeping by Jackson, rolling to his left. 30, 25 to the 21-yard line. That'll be a first down. Jackson takes it himself. Gets it a little bit closer to the red zone. Great job with the read option. Oh, they're going to actually give him the 20. And handoff. This is Dobbins. To around this 17-yard line, so a gain of 3 on the play. Oh, they're going to actually give him 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6. And Jackson fires, passes, caught. That's Andrews inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line. That's going to be 1st and goal. Jackson 5 of 8, 67 yards, touchdown and an interception. His throws have accounted for both scores of the game as he's in the shotgun on 1st and goal. Handoff. No, keeps it himself. Did he get in? No, he didn't. He's going to be just short at the 1-yard line. As he ran it right up the middle. Not quite. He's just half a yard shy of the goal line. So 2nd and goal from the half-yard line. Handoff, touchdown, Ravens! Was that Edwards? I think that was Edwards on the carry. And the Ravens have the lead. Ran to the left side, just beat Robert Spillane to the punch. Nine plays, 80 yards. Drive took up over 5 minutes as Tucker comes out for the extra point. Kick is up and in. With 7:24 to go, Ravens take the lead. They're up 14-7. So it's tied at 3 in Cleveland. That's where we'll go around the scoreboard. In Buffalo, the Patriots cut the lead to 7-3 with a field goal. Second quarter in Cincinnati, the Bengals leading 10-7. Derrick Henry, 8 rushing touchdowns in the last 5 games. In Cleveland, it's tied at 3. Colts leading the Lions now 14-7. Packers leading the Vikings 14-7. Devontae Evans, 2+ receiving touchdowns, 3 of the 5 games he played this season. In Kansas City, Chiefs leading the Jets 14-9. And the Dolphins take the lead in Miami. They lead 14-7 on the Rams. Points scored in the series in the regular season now, both tied at 971. As Tucker will kick this one off. And that will be a touchback. Steelers got to play from behind for the first time today. The only other time the Steelers have started 6-0 in their franchise history, 1978, they went on to win the Super Bowl. Last 2 times the Ravens started 5-1, 2020-12, they went on to win the Super Bowl. So something's going to have to give here. We'll worry about that later on as the Steelers will take over at the 25. Roethlisberger in the shotgun. Drops, looks, fires, pass is incomplete. Was looking for number 10. I'm not sure that is, or if there is a number 10. Incomplete. Brings us to 2nd down. Second and 10 upcoming. Roethlisberger in the shotgun. Give to Connor. Right side. Gets it up to the 30. Gets to the 35. Cuts it back to the middle. 40. Up to the 43. And that's going to be a 1st down for the Steelers. It goes to the right. Cuts back to the left. So we'll see what, and yep. 18-yard gain. So Roethlisberger in the shotgun. That was the Steelers' longest play today offensively. They give it to Connor again. Connor up to the 45, close to midfield. Looks like they'll get about 5 on the play. Steelers have yet to run a play in Raven territory. So they'll call it 2nd and 4. Connor, 88.4 rushing yards a game. Oh, dang, I missed it. I think it was 2nd to Derrick Henry on something. I didn't quite catch it. And they give it back to Connor. Connor run to his right, but he's going to run right into a purple wall. He's going to end up losing 2 or maybe a yard on the play. And it will set up 3rd down. And a late flag is like a little bit of pushing and shoving. And yeah, I won't be disappointed because I expected something like this to happen in a game like this. If we had played 60 minutes or even more without somebody pushing and shoving, I would have been bitterly disappointed. So let's see what happened. Looked like it was between Marcus Peters and number 18 of the Steelers, Deontay Johnson. And Matthew Judon. And it looked like Johnson got a hold of Peters' face mask, and Judon So Matthew Judon intervened in a fight between Johnson and Peters, and it looked like Johnson grabbed the face mask. So could this be offsetting? Let's take a look. And it looked like the ref pointing at someone because he got bumped. So we'll see when all is said and done who gets penalized. It is right now 3rd and 5, but we'll see what the penalty is. So again, it all started with Marcus Peters and Deontay Johnson. Just a little bit of pushing and shoving. And Peters looked like he headbutted Johnson. Johnson grabbing the face mask as Judon was pushing Johnson off. And it is going to be offsetting. So it is offsetting penalties, so it looks like it will remain 3rd and 5. And it looks like Judon made contact with the ref. So I don't know if he got ejected. I didn't quite catch it. And yeah, he is ejected. So that's going to be the end of the day for him. That could be a huge loss for the Ravens. Oh, it ended up being a first down at the 38. So after all that, Steelers will get a first down in Raven territory for the first time today. So Roethlisberger in the shotgun. Hand off to Connor. Gets it up to around the 35-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. So let me see if I could read off. So the penalty was on Judon and Johnson, unnecessary roughness, and then another penalty on Judon for contact with the official that led to his disqualification. As it is now 2nd and 7 from the 35. Roethlisberger drops, looking, fires, knocked down at the line. Looked like Campbell got a hand on it, and now more pushing and shoving. Well, you got potential division supremacy on the line. Yeah, it's going to get a little chippy. And the left hand of Campbell knocks it down. Roethlisberger 4 straight incompletions. Bring up 3rd and 7. Well, you can now probably make that 3rd and 12 as the Steelers move early. The Steelers, 3 penalties, 30 yards. Ravens, 3 penalties, 35 yards. It looks like they're going to bring the heat. Roethlisberger in the shotgun. Drops. Under pressure. And he fumbled it! But he got it back and he goes down for the sack. Number 49, I think, was the one who got to him. 49, that is Chris Board. Oh, no, scratch that. It was number 32. Deshaun Elliott got to him. Either way, that will force the Steelers to punt. As Barry will punt it away to Prote. See if he tried to coffin corner it. Going for the sideline. Fair caught. Inside the 10. So go be at the 6, and that's where the Ravens will start with 3:44 to go in the first half. They currently hold the lead 14-7. So they're going to call it 1st and 10 at the 8. So yes, Elliott was the one who gets credit with the sack. Looks like they're working on the elbow of Roethlisberger. Oh, probably when he was trying to break his fall, he may have re-aggravated the injury from last year. As the Ravens will have it 1st and 10 at the 8. Jackson in the shotgun. Handoff. This looks like Edwards gets to about the 13, so we'll get about 5 on the play. The Ravens utilizing that ground game today, helping them out. .136 yards rushing for the Ravens in the first half. 2nd and 6, they give it to Edwards. Apparently 2nd and 6, not 2nd and 5. Now will be 3rd and 4, I think. Third and 4 from the 14. Jackson in the shotgun. 2 for 5 today on 3rd down. Jackson gonna run to his right. He's got the 1st down, and then he fumbled it, but he got it back. Whoa, close call right there. Jackson had the 1st down, but then he fumbled it. And it got a little careless with the ball. Looked like he was trying to bring it back into his body, and then it's slipping out of his hand. But he was able to fall right back on that. And they get a 1st down out of it. And we hit the 2-minute warning here in Baltimore. 23. I guess we'll look around the league real quick while we're still at commercial. At the half, Bills leading the Patriots 7-6. Late in the second quarter, Bengals now leading the Titans 17-7. At the half, the Raiders leading the Browns 6-3. Coming up on halftime in Detroit, the Colts leading 20-7. Vikings Packers tied at 14 at the half. Chiefs leading the Jets 21-9 in the first half. Patrick Mahomes 3 touchdown passes in the first half. And the Dolphins leading 27-7 in the second quarter over the Rams. And meanwhile, back here in Baltimore, Jackson keeps it. Jackson looking to get around and get about 4 on the play. He rolled to his left for that. Set up 2nd and 6. And Jackson drops back, looking, fires, pass is picked off! That is Joe Hayden, and the Steelers make a big play late in the first half. Second interception thrown today by Jackson. Looked like, oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Looked like the ball hit the ground. Oh, maybe not. As Hayden didn't look like he had full control of it. Inside 2 minutes, and this is a turnover, so this will be reviewed. And it looks like this one will come back. Yeah. Was thrown a little bit behind Boykin. And I don't know if the ball squirmed when Hayden hit it on the ground. The question is, did he have control of it before he put the ball on the ground? Let's take another look. His hand moved, so I think this one's going to be incomplete. Look at that. Yeah, I don't think he had control. His left hand, I don't think, was able to hold on to it. So I'm going to say this is incomplete. I want to know what y'all think. And we'll listen in. And it is incomplete. So the Ravens caught a huge break. So it will be 2nd and 10 at the 23. Oh, or maybe 3rd and 6. I'm sorry. At the 27. But he just could not haul it in. And the Steelers had to use the timeout. So they're down to 2. So Jackson in the shotgun. He'll keep it himself. Gets to the 30. He's going to get a first down up to the 35-yard line. N27. That was supposed to be the B27. Looks like there was a timeout. And the Ravens had taken a timeout, so they're down 2. So it's little before the 35-yard line. Jackson drops, fires, passes, caught by Snead, gets up to the 40 and to the 41-yard line. Late flag comes in. So for the moment, it's a 6-yard play. No, it will not. A legal shift will nullify it. So that's going to knock him back. So it'll be 1st and 15 after the penalty. As Jackson in the shotgun. Target distance 57 to try to get to the 39 of Pittsburgh. They give it to Dobbins. And he'll get it right up to around the 39. We'll set up 2nd and 6. And no huddle. Jackson drops. Under pressure, fires, passes, caught by Snead. Right at the first down marker. To the 45. And the Ravens will call timeout with 41 seconds left. They'll be down to 1 timeout. They need 16 more yards to get into Tucker's range. To the 45. First and 10. Jackson drops. Pressure coming from Watt. Rolling to his right. Fires. And complete to the sideline. As once again, TJ Watt on the pressure. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Jackson drops. Looks, fires, pass is incomplete. to a sliding Andrews, and now set up third down. The Steelers got 2 timeouts left. If they can stop the Ravens short or even force an incompletion, they might have a chance to try to get some points going into the half. They will receive the second half kickoff. Third down and 10. Jackson drops. Looking, fires, pass is caught. Snead, did he get the first down? And looks like he did. Maybe, I can't tell from that angle. Ooh, that's close. They will give it to him, though. And Jackson keeps it. Gets to the 41. Gain of 4 on the play. And it looks like the Ravens are going to have to use their last timeout. So they might, well, they're going to call it 2nd and 6. Sorry. I put 2nd and 4. I mean, they could send him out for a 59-yarder. He's made 8 of his last 9 from beyond 50 at home. They might try to run one more play. So Jackson in the shotgun. Hand off to Dobbins. And gets it into the target field goal range. He's got a first down. Gets it up to the 32. And he got out of bounds. And they're now trying to hurry back up to the line. No, he didn't get out of bounds. They got to hurry up. 3, 2, and they got to spike it. I thought he got out of bounds, but they said he stayed in bounds. So they will give Tucker a chance. And remember, on the top of the show, I said double-digit lead's going to be critical. And the Ravens have a chance to make it a 10-point game. This will be a 51-yard try from the left hash. Snap, kick, up. Does it have the distance? Yes, it does. And the Ravens hit that double-digit lead that I was talking about on the top of the show. And they will take a 17-7 lead into the half. Go to the half, 17-7. I will be right back. right. Just getting something to eat. Drink. So here we are at the half. The Ravens leading 17-7. Let's look what else is going on around the league. We'll start off Buffalo. The Bills holding a 7-6 lead on the Patriots. They're looking to end an 8-game home losing streak to the Patriots. They have not beaten the Patriots at home since 2011. And the first time since 2008 that the Bills will face the Patriots at home without Tom Brady. And that one, I think, just starting up in the second half. That is Moss running for another touchdown, so it's now 14-6 Bills. Meanwhile, in Cincinnati, the Bengals holding a 17-7 lead at the half on the Titans. Let's see what's going on. The Bengals touchdown runs by Giovanni Bernard and Samaje Perine is what's given the Bengals a 10-point lead at the half. This would probably be their biggest win probably since New Year's Eve 2017 when they eliminated the Ravens. That touchdown pass from Dalton to Tyler Boyd. Or maybe not. Maybe it might have even been the following meeting against the Ravens in 2018. The last time they had a huge win. In Cleveland, into the third quarter is tied at 6. Colts-Lions, that game now in the third quarter, and the Colts holding a 20-14 lead. Phillip Rivers, 3 touchdown passes, 2 to Nyheim Hines and 1 to Jack Doyle. The Lions, though, just scored in the third quarter. It was Stafford to Kerryon Johnson, 9-yard touchdown pass to make it now 20-14 Colts. Ravens will face the Colts next Sunday in Indianapolis, so it's one to keep an eye on if you're a Ravens fan. Into the third quarter, Vikings now leading 21-14. Dalvin Cook, 3 rushing touchdowns in this game as they're trying to hand the Packers their first home loss of the season. The last time they lost a home game was week 4 last year. Patrick Mahomes, 3 touchdown passes in the first half is why the Chiefs leading the Jets 21-9. That one starting up in the third quarter. At the half is Dolphins 28, Rams 10. Jared Goff gave 4 away in the first half. But the main story was the debut of Tua Tagovailoa. I'm never going to get his last name right. And the Tua debut, well, 5 of 11 for 34 yards. Does have a touchdown pass to Devontae Parker. Big story. Been the 4 turnovers. So 28-10 is where it stands in Miami. The first half for the Steelers, their offense was MIA. No points. The only points coming on a pick six by Robert Spillane. Ravens since have scored 17 unanswered. As we're about ready to start the third quarter, I guess a quick rundown of the stats. Ravens leading in total yards 254 to 64. Leading in rushing yards 75 to 22. That's passing yards. Leading in rushing yards 179 to 42. So they've been able to utilize that ground game. And Tucker set to kick it off. And there'll be no return. So Pittsburgh, I think, needs to get a touchdown on this drive if they want to try to stay in this game. I mean, a field goal can work too, but your defense really have to step up and make a play. I think they need a touchdown if they're going to try to stay in this. 1st and 10 from the 25. Roethlisberger in the shotgun. Drops. Looking. Fires. Passes caught. Getting up to the 45. Getting there around midfield. Just a little short. That's Smith-Schuster. And it will be a first down. So 64 total yards for the Steelers. Fewest in the first half against the Ravens since the meeting in Pittsburgh on Monday night in 2008. So their offense struggled, but right there, just had a 24-yard completion, matched the number of passing yards in the first half. Roethlisberger in the shotgun. Drops, quick pass, incomplete. Trying for Claypool, but Smith was on the coverage. So Roethlisberger, 5 of 12 for just 48 yards. And Roethlisberger in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Drops back, looks, fires, passes, knocked down, and getting a hand in there, number 54, the Ravens. 54, Tyus Bowser, and he was trying for Samuels, and Bowser got his right hand in there just in time. We'll set up 3rd and 10. And Roethlisberger again on the shotgun. 1 completion in the last 7 attempts. Drops. Looks. Fires the heave. Incomplete. Steelers looking for a flag, but they ain't going to get one. Trying for Johnson. And after the big completion by Smith-Schuster to start the second half, the Steelers throw 3 straight incompletions. I don't know if he would even had a shot for it. Yeah, one could argue that, but to no avail, so the Steelers are going to punt it, as Barry will punt it to Proch. It's the punt off. And it looks like it went out around the 17, 18-yard line, somewhere around there. Let's see. Looks like the 15. I got some more stats to really look down. Nothing really. Steelers have yet to convert a third down so far today. But the offense, just nothing going for them. 88 yards. Subtracting the 24 by Juju Smith-Schuster in that first play of the second half. Only 64 yards. And you're not going to beat the Baltimore Ravens without your offense. I mean, with limited offense. You're not going to be able to. Defense can only do so much. So far, the Steelers showing, or not showing, I should say, why they are 6-0 this year. Ravens will take the field for the first time this second half, sitting at their own 15-yard line. See if they can churn the ball on the ground some more. Oh, they're actually going to say 17. Jackson drops, fires, passes, intercepted! Number 56 of the Steelers, that is Alex Highsmith with the interception, and maybe just what the doctor ordered for the Steelers. He was trying for Mark Andrews, but a great read by Highsmith. And just when we thought Pittsburgh might be falling out of it, well, defense steps up and makes a play. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the Raven 21. Best starting field position for the Steelers today. Handoff. This is Connor. Gets away from one and gets it up to the 18-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. As this interception stood, Steelers had a chance to had a pick late in the first half that could have prevented the Ravens' field goal and possibly had tied it, but Joe Hayden couldn't quite hold on to it. Led to the field goal, but this time Highsmith able to keep it. And now it's in the at 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger under pressure, fires, passes caught. Number 85, Ebron. 5 touchdown Steelers. Eric Ebron. And the Steelers are right back in this game. 18 yards. And when he made the catch, there was not a purple jersey around him. He was left all alone. And Roethlisberger's first touchdown pass of the game. As Boswell's kick is up and in. So all 14 points for the Steelers today coming off turnovers. The first points came on a pick six by Robert Spillane. And then an interception by Alex Highsmith led to this touchdown pass from Roethlisberger to Ebron. So 13:21 left in the third. And the Steelers cut the deficit to 3. And King Savage Bros saying we needed that, and the Steelers certainly did need that. So for the Ravens, that was their third turnover of the game. Yep, Jackson's second pick thrown. He also fumbled when he was hit by Bud Dupree. Well, actually, Bud Dupree knocked the ball out of his hand while he was throwing it. And 12 men on the field, so they're actually going to take the points off the board for Pittsburgh as they have elected to re-kick. I really don't know why, unless they're going to try for 2, which would just be a bonehead decision. I just don't see why you would want to re-kick it. And I would have just stayed with the points. I don't think they're counting. So it looks like the Steelers are going to re-kick it. As Tomlin talking to the ref. And they will re-kick it. I don't know why the Steelers elected to re-kick the extra point. And they do it again, and it's pretty much (17-14) now with 13:21 to play in the third quarter. And meanwhile, already into the fourth quarter in Cleveland. And for the moment, the Raiders hold a 12-6 lead on a touchdown by Hunter Renfrow, but it looks like they're going to review it. So we'll find out later. I guess when you've been 6-6 all game, the game will move a little bit quicker. As meanwhile in Buffalo, the Patriots have come back to tie it at 14. In Green Bay, the Vikings now leading 28-14, looking for that upset win. For the late games, which a lot of you will be getting on Fox, the Drew Brees and the Saints take on the Bears, or Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers take on Russell Wilson and the Seahawks. On CBS, it will be the Chargers and Broncos. Another game I contemplated on calling was Saints-Bears, but I figured this is probably a better matchup. As Boswell and the Steelers will be set to kick it off. Maybe with a little more momentum now. And the kick is off. And it's returnable. It's like DuVernay gets it up to around the 27-yard line. That's where the Ravens will take over. So the Steeler offense, but the way the defense is playing, that's why they're still in this game. The Steelers' 3 takeaways have gotten 14 points off of it. And they will get it 1st and 10 at the 27. Jackson in the shotgun. Handoff. This is Dobbins. Edwards gets 2 on the play. And New England tied it on a touchdown run. I don't know what 37 is. And handoff to Edwards, gets it around the 32-yard line. We gain a 3. Well, they're going to actually call it 3rd and 5. As Jackson will sit in the shotgun. Drops back. Looks, fires, pass is dropped. And Dobbins could not hold on to it. So the Steelers force a 3 and out. Oh, it was Spillane who knocked it right out of Dobbins' hand. What a day he's having. As that's the first 3 and out today for the Ravens, as Cook will punt it away. This will be Ray McLeod. He'll fair catch it right at the 22. Let's see how the Steelers answer. So they'll start at 23. So Roethlisberger has been sacked just once today. Knocked down once. Been hurried 4 times. Hand off to Connor, right side. Gets about a yard. It'll be 2nd down. Roethlisberger in the shotgun on 2nd and 9. Drops, looks, fires, pass is caught. Towards the sideline, that's Ebron. That's going to be a first down up to the 38-yard line. Again, making a catch with no one around him. Great slide. I think if he caught it in stride, he might have been able to get some more yardage. So again, Roethlisberger in the shotgun, 5 wideouts. Drops, looks, fires it up there. Pass is incomplete. Just a little too far for McLeod. And a flag is down. They might get him get the Ravens for interference. And they will. And that's on Terrell Bonds. He looked like he locked arms. Ravens thought they could get away with it again. It looked like, I think earlier in the game, got away with something similar to that. But I guess you can only get away with it so many times. As Roethlisberger again in the shotgun. About 5 on the play clock. 4, 3, 2, gets it off, drops, fires, passes, caught. That's Claypool. Close to the first down. Not quite there. So they'll call it 2nd down. So it ended up being a 20-yard penalty. And it's 2nd and 1. Looks like the Ravens going to send the house. Roethlisberger drops. Pressure passes. Caught. That's Claypool again at the 25. And that will be a first down for the Steelers. Roethlisberger today, 9 of 18, 97 yards and a touchdown. Jackson, 7 of 16, 84 yards, touchdown, 2 interception. Jackson also has 54 yards rushing. Roethlisberger drops. Looking, under pressure, and it looked like they got him. They will. And it looks like Ferguson for the Ravens got in there. Jalen Ferguson. And that's a loss of 7 on the play. Let's see who got to him first. And yeah, it was Ferguson. Might have been an assist on the play. Yep, it is an assist. Yannick Ngakoue got in there, made the sack also. Roethlisberger dumps it off to Connor. Connor 30, 25, 20, and maybe the 19-yard line, so gets a lot of that back. We'll set up 3rd and 5. Chiefs now leading 28-9 with another Mahomes touchdown pass. They're going to call it 3rd and 4 from the 19. Roethlisberger in the shotgun. Trips to his right. Drops. Looking. Fires. Passes. Caught. First down. Up to around the 12. That's Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers will keep the chains moving. So good job recovering from the sack. So Roethlisberger started 5 of 14. He has completed his last 6 passes. And the call's to Connor. Gets to the right side. He's taken down. And it's Ferguson in on the tackle. It'll be a loss of 3. Let's see what happened. Eric Ebron did not pick up his guy. I don't know if he was designed to pull out or whatever. Just didn't work. 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger in the shotgun with no backs. Drops, fires, passes, caught to the 5. Get back to his feet. And to the 1. That is Smith-Schuster again. And the Steelers now have it 1st and goal. Great job able to get back on his feet. Get it right on the doorstep. 1st and goal at the 1. Roethlisberger in the shotgun. As there's 7 on the play clock. 5, 4, 3. And the Steelers will have to call a timeout. We have 5:41 left in the 3rd. Didn't look like the Steelers knew what was going on. So they're going to try it again. Connor in the backfield. And they give it to Connor. Touchdown Steelers. And they regain the lead. First touchdown of the game for James Conner. Trash Talker in the building. Cap Steve, what's going on, buddy? And yep, Conner churning it in for a touchdown. And Boschwell for the extra point. Up and in. With 5:38 to go, the Steelers regain the lead. They now lead at 21-17. As meanwhile, in Cleveland, it is now Raiders 13 and the Browns 6. Cap Steve saying, can't believe the Ravens are losing. I mean, this was going to be a tough game, man. But, you know, it's far from over. I mean, looked like the Ravens were going to have confirmed control of this until the interception by Highsmith. Now, all of a sudden, the Steelers have regained control of this game. Yep, King Savage Rose says, big turnaround for the Steelers, and you are correct about that. Like I said, all it takes is one play, and the game can turn in a hurry. slate later on today. Saints Bears on Fox. I still cannot believe that they left Dallas Philadelphia on primetime. I know it's a battle for first place in the NFCs, but that's like bragging about being a C- student winning that division this year. Boshwell will be set to kick it off. And it looks like the Ravens will let it go in for a touchback. So 1st and 10 from the 25. Jackson is in the shotgun. Drops. Looking. Pressure starting to come in. He's going to take off. Gets maybe a yard on the play. We'll set up 2nd and 9. Yeah. Cap Steve saying people that boycott are fake fans. Yeah, I can't argue that. All right, 2nd and 9. Jackson again in the shotgun. Hand off. This is Dobbins. Gets around the 30-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. I'll set up 3rd and 5. Dobbins today, 9 carries, 73 yards. So the Ravens have utilized the ground game pretty well. But when they have to pass it, maybe not so much. Jackson drops. Under pressure, gets away, fires. Caught by Andrews, 45. And he lost it! And did the Steelers recover it? Bounce? No, they didn't. They did not. So a huge break for the Ravens as Andrews made the catch. He was sandwiched and Spillane could not keep it in bounds. So a huge break for the Steelers. Oh, no, he did not hold on. I don't know if you could call that control. I mean, he had it. It was already out of bounds. But he did not hold on to it long enough. So it would be 1st and 10 at the 48. Dobbins at a yard. And that will set up 2nd and 9. Or they actually call it 2nd and 8. From about low inside Steeler territory. Drops. Looking. Under pressure. Jackson able to get it off. Incomplete. Trying for Gus Edwards. He barely was able to get that off. As Alex Highsmith right in the area. Let's see who came with the pressure. Number 96 of the Steelers. It's Isaiah Buggs. Came in there, the pressure. So now it's 3rd and 8. Ravens 6 of 10 on 3rd down. Average yards to go close to 7. This will be 3rd and 8. And Jackson cannot do anything with it. He kept it, and T.J. Watt brings him down. Turn down for Watt. And I think he'll end up losing a yard on the play. So it'll be 4th and 8. So the Steelers defense able to hold on. Despite the fumble recovery that got away, as Cook will punt it away. McLeod calling for a fair catch right at the 11-yard line. That is where the Steelers will start. With 2:25 to play in the third, is Steelers 21, Ravens 17. And then let's take a quick look around the NFL. All right, in Buffalo, it is tied at 21. That right now, just under 10 minutes to go in the game. Little over a minute clips into the fourth quarter. The Bengals holding a 24-7 lead on the Titans. Raiders leading 13-6 with just under 6 minutes to go in the fourth. It is now Colts 35, Lions 14. Nyheim Hines had 2 receiving touchdowns, tied in a career high. 8:15 to go in the fourth, and Lambeau is Vikings 28, Packers 14. Chiefs lead the Jets 28-9. That's just underway in the fourth quarter. And just over 5 minutes left in the third is Dolphins 28, Rams 10. How much of a shot in the arm would that be for the Bengals if they upset the Titans? And that's the kind of win that could propel a franchise. Yeah. Roethlisberger in the first half, 4 for 10 for just 24 yards. In the second half, 8 of 11, 107 yards and a touchdown. Has completed his last 7 as he gives this one. This looks like Samuel. He slipped on the ground, able to get a yard. Yeah, it looked like he just slipped on a slick piece of grass. That'll end up being 2nd and 9. Roethlisberger in the shotgun. Drops, looks. Under pressure, fires, passes, dropped. Couldn't quite get Juju Smith-Schuster. And that will be 3rd down. So Steelers today 1 of 5 on 3rd down. Average yards to go 7.8. This will be a 3rd and 9. Roethlisberger drops, pass is caught by Connor, but he is nowhere near the first down marker. And in fact, he ended up losing a yard, and the Steelers go 3 and out. And Jordan Berry will be out to punt it. And he gets the kickoff. Driving him back to the 31. He'll take it. Up to the 40, 45, up to the 48-yard line. And that will be where the Ravens will start with 54 seconds to go in the 3rd. So it's actually the 47. Jackson in the shotgun handoff to Dobbins. Make that Edwards and get about 2 on the play. Ravens will have to run at least one more play before the quarter ends. And Jackson drops back, looking. Pressure comes, and they're going to get him! And I think that was Buggs again who got in there first. And that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Buckle up, folks. We got a great 4th quarter ahead of you as the Steelers leading 21-17. So, mistake. It was not Buggs who got the second. It was Tuitt again. And it ended up being a loss of 7. So it will be 3rd and 14 when we get back. I will be right back. that. Just need to get a drink. Jackson drops. Fires deep. It's caught! I didn't see you catched it. DuVernay with the catch on third down. My goodness. Into Steeler territory. Gets it right inside to about the 18. That'll be 1st and 10. Give it to Edwards. And he goes nowhere. Lost 2 on the play. All right, 2nd and 12. Jackson drops, looks under pressure, gets away. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Ravens, they have the lead. Lamar Jackson, well, hold on, there's a flag. For the moment, it's a touchdown. No, it's not. Holding, so they're going to take it back. So that will negate a 20-yard run. So it's forced at 20. So that's going to make it 2nd and 22. Second and 22. Jackson drops. Pressure comes, pass is caught. That's Snead to the 20, to the 15, 10. Inside the 10 to about the 6, and that'll be a 1st down. And no, keeper by Jackson. We'll get about a couple on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal. Or actually call it the 3-yard line. Drops Jackson. Looking. Fires end zone. Pass is. Did he get in bounds? No, he did not. Trying for Hollywood Brown. He just could not quite get his feet down. Let's take a look. That's close. He got a knee down, but I don't know if he got it down before touch. And it looks like there was a divot on the out of bounds line. Just missed. Baltimore's going to challenge it. Let's see. Still a commercial. King Savage Bro says no catch. I'm thinking it is, unless the back foot touchdown first as he caught it. I don't think this is going to be reversed. And yep, no catch. So you were right. So it'd be 3rd and goal. Nope, the left foot did not come down inbound, so good call. So it'd be 3rd and goal now. Jackson rolls to his right. Fires, pass is caught, touchdown, and this time Brown will make the catch. And the Ravens have the lead. Oh, he was left all alone. And the kick by Tucker is up and in. 11:56 to play, and the Ravens regain the lead. 24-21. Receivers by wide receivers for the Ravens' first 6 games, 2 today, 2. All right, Steelers are going to return it from the 10 up to the 20-yard line. McLeod. Yeah, I know the Titans are down to the Bengals. And also the Packers are losing to the Vikings at home. So 3 lead changes today. After coming into this game, the Ravens only had 1 lead change all season. Roethlisberger in the shotgun. Draws, fires, pass is incomplete. Oh, a flag came in. But for what? Oh, never mind. No foul. Claypool made a great effort trying to make that catch, but he couldn't do it. Roethlisberger drops, fires, pass, caught by Ebron, gets it up to about the 28. The Roethlisberger and the Steelers today 1 of 6 on 3rd down. Drops, looking, fires, passes caught by number 14 McLeod, and a late flag comes in on the tackle. So it's already a 1st down, and it could possibly be more. And it will be a face mask. So it's a 1st down and on extra 15 to go along with it. And yeah, looked like he got a finger into the face mask. Ravens' 8th penalty of the game. It's at midfield. Roethlisberger getting the pass off. It's complete. The Smith-Schuster, and it was at midfield actually, to the Baltimore 46. Yep, forward progress. Second and 6 upcoming. Roethlisberger drops, fires, pass, caught. I think that's Smith-Schuster again. I think they're going to give him forward progress to about the 41. They'll be just short of the 1st down. Roethlisberger, quick pass out to Smith-Schuster, and he will get the first down. Oh, it's actually a 39. It will be 1st and 10. Roethlisberger in the shotgun, drops, looking, fires, pass is incomplete. A flag is down. And they're going to get the Ravens for interference. And it's Humphrey who will get called for interference. So they will put it, looks like at the 20-yard line. Wonder if they're going to show a replay of that. I'll make that the 19-yard line. 9 penalties, 3 giveaways today Baltimore has made. Roethlisberger, quick pass at Smith-Schuster. Breaks away, 10 to the 9. That'll be a first down. Oh, the Bills defeat the Patriots. They end that 8-game losing streak at home to the Pats. So congrats to them. Oh, it's going to be at the 8, not the 9. 1st and goal. Roethlisberger drops, looks, fires, passes, caught, touchdown! Claypool! And the Steelers take the lead right back. And Boschwell for the point after. It's up. And it is good. 7:29 to go in the game. It is now Steelers 28, Ravens 24. A drive that took 8 plays and 45 yards. 4 minutes and 27 seconds. Yeah. 7:29 to play in the fourth. Steelers ahead by 4. And Boshwell will kick it off. Excuse me. Touchback. All right, Jackson option to Dobbins. Gets up to the 30 to the 32-yard line. Gain of 7. Dobbins 11 rushes, 82 yards. And carry to Edwards, and he'll get a first down a little more. Up to the 36. All right, 1st and 10 from the 36. Another option. That's Dobbins getting to the 40, to about the 45. Yep, 45-yard line, so he gets a gain of 9 on the play. It's 2nd and 1. Handoff to Dobbins. First down and a little more up to midfield. Handoff to Dobbins. That's Edwards. 35 to about the 30-yard line. Gain of 20 on the play. All right, Jackson runs the right option to Dobbins. 25 to the 20. Got away. Gets up to about the 15. And that's going to be a first down. As the Ravens are driving with about 4 minutes to play. Great job by Dobbins breaking tackles and even staying in bounds. And Hayward is down for the Steelers. It'll be at the 15. Four first downs this drive for the Ravens. At the 15, Jackson keeps it, gets about a couple on the play. It'll be 2nd and 7. Mm-hmm. 2nd and 7. Jackson in the shotgun. Hand off to Dobbins. Gets up to the 10. And that will set up 3rd and 5. As we hit the 3-minute mark in the game. All right, Jackson in the shotgun on 3rd and 5. Drops, looks, scrambles, and he'll get to the 8. And this will set up 4th down. And quite possibly the game, as the Ravens had two. Oh, that's right, lost the challenge. I forgot to take it off. Oh, looks like. Oh, we hit the 2-minute warning. So this is what it's going to come down to. I guess I should look down scores while we wait. So, Bengals are up 31-20. They're about minute 53 from an upset. Packers have the ball down 28-22 with less than a minute to go in the 4th. Rams trying to show some light. They're only down 28-17 now with 5 minutes to go in the 4th. So you already got the Bills beating the Patriots. Raiders defeated the Browns 16. Colts defeat the Lions 41-21. And Chiefs defeated the Jets 35-9. Jets 0-8 for the second time in team history. 96 the last time. All right, 4th and 3, and this is it. This is pretty much going to be the game right here. Need to get to the 5 for a first down. But I don't think the Ravens are going to be content with that. Jackson keeps it. Did he get? No, he did! He did not! He did not! He did not! And the Steelers are going to stop him on downs! Oh my! Jackson tried to run with it, but he could not get to the marker. Ah! Ah! Let's see. Oh, he also lost the football. Oh, they think it was Steelers football anyway, even if he had gotten to the marker. And Spillane falls on the football. So even if they had gotten the first down, it wouldn't have mattered. So now Steelers will have it at the 6. So the Ravens have 2 timeouts to work with. Connor getting up to the 9, and that's probably where the first one is going to be called. Second and 8 to the 9. So now Roethlisberger in the shotgun on 2nd and 8. And I don't know why he's going to really pass it here. And it's caught. Getting it up to the 15 is Deontay Johnson. And the Ravens are going to use their final timeout. So next on tap for the Steelers, they will be playing the Cowboys next week in the second half of the CBS doubleheader. So I could be very well watching these two teams next week. Baltimore, Indy early on, and then Steelers, Cowboys after that. So 3rd and 2, Ravens out of timeouts. A first down for the Steelers will ice the game. Steelers just 3 of 8 on 3rd down. Calls to Connor, and he's going to be stopped. So that will set up 4th down. So now the question is, what should the Steelers do? I don't think they should take an intentional safety because then all the Ravens would need is a field goal after the free kick. Of course, you also got to be careful about punting it because they could take it back for a touchdown. They're going to probably let it go down to maybe 59 seconds for using the timeout. So the Ravens might get one more shot. Oh, sorry. One timeout left for Pittsburgh. So Barry has got to get a hold of this kick and drive the Ravens back. Ravens are going to probably bring the house, and they are able to get the punt away. They're caught at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 37. Jackson dropping under pressure, get the pass off. I don't think there was a receiver in the area, though. I don't know, but they're going to let it ride. It'll be 2nd and 10. Let's see a replay. As the pressure was coming on. So Jackson's in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. Drops. Looking. Quick pass caught. That's Dobbins. He's got to get out of bounds. He's still in bounds. Looked like he got 8 on the play, and the Ravens have got to hurry up. They got no timeouts. And Jackson, quick pass. And did Andrews catch it? No, he did not. So once again, it will come down to a 4th down. And maybe a good thing Andrews did not catch it because he was in the field of play. Even though it would have been a 1st down, they would have had to hurry up and spike it. So 4th and 2, and once again, the game at stake. Need to get to the 47 to stay alive. Jackson drops. Looking. Fires. Pass is caught to the 25, to the 22. But he's still in field of play. They got to hurry it up. 10, 9, 8. And they'll clock it with 8 seconds left. And a Steeler is down. Back at the 45. That's Hayward. So there's 8 seconds left. Snead made the catch, getting it to the 22 for the spike. And that I think had to know. Actually, it will remain 1st and 10. The Steelers had to burn their last time out with the injury. Eight seconds to go, and it's all going to come down to this. I would imagine the Ravens are going to take a shot in the end zone. They might get 2 if they're lucky. There are 2 things they cannot do: get sacked or have a catch made in the field of play. Here we go. Jackson dropping. Fires out. Incomplete. So this will probably be the last play of the game. 5 seconds. So here we go. Comes down to this. Jackson dropping, looking, fires, end zone passes, incomplete! And the Steelers will remain undefeated and will remain on top of first place with the win. 28-24 is your final. And for the first time in the Lamar Jackson era, the Ravens will lose a game when leading by double digits. And it was Fitzpatrick who knocked the ball away from Snead. Oh, great defense there. And Pittsburgh will remain undefeated. As the final in Baltimore is Steelers 28, Ravens 24. Don Mega BC says game time. That's it. That was the last play. It's a final now, buddy. All right. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, take care.